We're debating Kearney and Ozzie from Missouri State, although back then it might have been called SMS. And they had this ridiculous app on the energy topic that was like, all right, we're gonna install a basic cap on oil consumption, and that would collapse oil prices. It's like Ross is judging. We're like, oh, this sounds silly. What are the advantages? And they're like, just one advantage. By collapsing oil prices, we totally destroy the Russian economy, which lets us win the new Cold War. So we give each other sideways glances, and we're like, all right, we're ready for this. So we read a bunch of policy shit against them, and then the good old-fashioned security came. Martin Osborne, dear friend of mine, someone who can, wax elegantly about how Ross helped him to beat the Clinton counter plan, gives it to AC. To the security K on their app that claims a new Cold War, he says, threats are real, we've got to stop them, and a framework argument in which he derisively says, does anyone else think that Ross doesn't know he's a critical intellectual? So we go through the debate, and they're killing a bunch of Russians to protect the U.S. from a threat that doesn't really exist. And after the debate, Ross is like, oh, well, I voted negative. You were like, we got to stop this thing. They were like, that thing's dumb. And critical intellectual, whatever, man. I'm just trying to say, you killed a bunch of people because you thought the Cold War was still happening. And it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I voted negative. Whatever that means. That's a story.